From the Fox 26 studios, this is Houston's Morning Show.
There are a lot of big political topics to discuss this morning, and to help us out, we are joined by Republican strategist Jackie Bally and Democratic strategist Dallas Jones. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here, especially on a holiday.
Thanks for having us.
Everyone knows about the mass shooting that took place in Midland, Odessa over the weekend. You know, both the president and the governor, they're stressing the need to prevent more violence while protecting Second Amendment rights. What kind of action do you think we could expect in the coming days, coming weeks?
Well, the reports and the details are still coming out about this last mass shooting. So we really don't know how we can incorporate what we learned from this from previous mass shootings, but there are some commonalities. I know background check has been questioned. Also human error we saw with Charlottesville. That person was not even supposed to get a gun, and because of a human error, that person was allowed to escape the background check. So we have to look at mental health and mental capacity. That has been something that has been a commonality with a majority of these mass shootings. Thank goodness both our governor and our president are saying that they are in agreement that we need to look at mental health and try to focus more on that when we are giving our guns out to various residents and citizens. But we need to make sure that we find out the details, take the politics out of it. When Congress recesses, we have to come up with a compromise that will allow us to continue to be protected.
Dallas?
I mean, let's just run the footage from a month ago. It was a month ago that there was a mass shooting in El Paso. We just commemorated it this weekend. It's been a month. Nothing's happened in a month. Right here in Texas, there was a shooting a month ago. Nothing happened. And so your question in what can we expect to happen? What do I expect to happen from the president and the governor? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it's tragic. It's tragic because every day that we wait, we continue to lose lives. We need comprehensive gun reform in this country. The Democrats have delivered that out of the House. You want to remove the politics? Let's do it. You have the White House. You have the Senate. Let's make something happen for the American people.
We'll just have to wait and see what exactly happens in the coming days. To flip the script now, tariffs on Chinese goods went into play. They're expecting that is going to cost us, the consumers, a lot, from everything from shoes to television sets, and could result possibly in the loss of jobs. What does this mean in the ongoing trade war? Dallas.
Well, what it means is that what the Republicans have been touting as being their strong suit in the upcoming election, the economy, is going to be threatened. These particular tariffs that are being imposed are going to trickle down to the American consumer. It has been a 15% tariff on everyday goods that you utilize. And while the White House believes that acting like a bully towards the rest of the world is going to help to strengthen the American economy, it's actually going to affect the American public more than they realize, and it's going to affect their ability to win this election in 2020. And so I would say that they may want to cautiously approach this, as China has done, even in their retaliatory efforts, because these things have consequences, and unfortunately, the least of us are the ones that will feel it the most.
Our economy is extremely strong, and yes, our president will run on that, and that will continue. The fact that we just struck a $1 billion deal with Japan, that will also help us in our economy. These tariffs and the trade regulation, that war that we're going on with China, is based on very unfair practices that have been happening for decades, and for many of our current president's predecessors. Both Republicans and Democrats have admitted that. We have given away important intellectual property to the Chinese government. Both Democrats and Republicans have admitted that. So the fact that we are now going to, in September, have serious discussions over trade regulations and finally have fair practices between us and China is something that this president has been able to accomplish that his predecessors have not been able to. And our economy will continue to thrive.
Well, we appreciate both of you coming in on this holiday to discuss politics, because it is one of the biggest things around right now, and will continue to be until the election comes about.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining us on this holiday.
Thank you.
Labor Day, so to speak.